You are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I'm testing out a new mic today. The old mic seems to have blown out. The fucking audio seems to be getting worse and worse. I thought it was just my headphones. I was like, these $3 headphones are making it sound like shit. But I think it's the mic. I've been yelling into that fucking mic for over 2 years now. It's obviously going to get fucking blown out at some point, isn't it? That's what happens with mics. The other one doesn't seem to be picking up my yelling. It crackles. It starts to get a little bit fuzzy when I start getting a little bit passionate. And I need that passion to be clear. So I've got this new microphone attachment on, and I don't know how it's going to come out because it's actually two mics pointing in different directions, and I have to hit the exact middle of it so it doesn't go off center. It's for people doing interviews. You sit it on the table and one microphone points kind of at one person and the other one points at the other one. I am interviewing myself. So God knows how the fuck this is going to come out. It's going to come out messy, I'm pretty sure, but it's going up regardless because I can't be fucked recording twice. I have a normal mic as well, like a mic and lead, but that picks up too much fucking background sound for India. You wouldn't believe the shit going on in the background most of the time I'm recording. Just before I started then, there was some fucking wedding drums. There's someone jackhammering still. That construction next door has been going for fucking 3 goddamn months now. Every fucking day, except for Sunday, and even Sundays sometimes. They work these fuckers like slaves, and I just want to yell out the window, hey, keep the singing down. I'm trying to fucking sleep over here. I might fork out for a good mic, considering that's pretty much the only bit of equipment I need for this fucking thing is a mic, and I'm trying to fucking skint on the mic. That's something I learnt as I got older. Don't fucking skint on shit. Like if you're buying a new laptop or something like that, just pay an extra fucking $800 or $1,000 to get the best fucking one. Buy the best shit you can possibly afford without going broke, and even still, go broke. Who gives a fuck? Because after you purchase the thing, you fucking forget about the money anyway. It's not like I'm sitting here still fretting about the $500 I spent on this microphone, this fucking recorder. And I remember at the time going, should I get this fucking recorder? Or should I just do it off my phone? And I was like, no, Boyle. You're quitting alcohol. You're a new man. Just fucking spend a little bit of money. So I did. It hurt a little bit at the time making that decision. But since the very second I handed over the money for this recorder, I have not thought about that money once. It's the same with the printer I bought. About a year ago, I bought a printer. And my instinct, being a fucking tightarse, was to buy an $89 printer, which you end up buying fucking ink every 2 weeks for. And then it breaks down after like 6 months because it's a piece of shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going for a shitty fucking printer. I'm just going to spend a little bit of extra money and get a fucking printer. I'm going to get a printer. And that's what I did. I spent $500 on a fucking printer that weighed like 80 Ks. It was way more than I needed. It actually wasn't though, because I was printing out a lot of fucking pages. Maybe it was a little bit much. I could have started a printing store, but I was happy with the purchase when I had to print out 250 fucking pages, wasn't I? That shit I won't skint on anymore. The shit I need to help me develop. Like video editing tools, the camera I bought a fucking GoPro 2. All this sort of shit I won't fucking skint on. But most other things, I'm happy just to pick it up off the side of the road. I don't give a fuck. Beds, couches, TVs. I won't spend fuck all on a TV. Fuck a TV. I don't even want a TV in my house. I don't even have a house. Houses, I won't spend fuck all on a house. Cars, I won't spend on a car unless it's a Tesla or some sort of vintage car. I've got no money to buy either, so I don't really need to worry about that. Clothes, I'll spend a little bit on clothes. I won't go nuts. I'll spend some money on a good pair of shoes and a nice belt. But shirts and pants and all that, I'm just fucking Levi's and fucking a blue shirt. That's it. That's what you're getting. Fucking haircuts. I don't want to pay any more than like $4 for a haircut ever again. I barely have any fucking hair left, and now I need to get haircuts every 2 weeks. Otherwise, I look like a young fucking Larry David. That's the paradox of balding. You have to get more haircuts the less hair you have because it all grows at different fucking speeds. It's a fucking nightmare, but luckily the haircuts here cost $2. It's fucking sweet. But I have to admit, I am more open to spending money now that I don't drink. When I was drinking, that's the only thing I needed money for. I didn't give a fuck about rent. I had no possessions. I had literally no possessions, except for a fucking typewriter that I dragged around for about 5 years. I forgot about that. I wrote fuck all on it. It was just there to mock me. But I used to equate all my fucking purchases to like beer. I'd be like, I need a new pair of jocks. Bad. But that's 2 pints. Sorry. The jocks can fucking wait. I didn't even like spending too much money on food. Like $10 was my absolute fucking limit for about 10 years there. Which was perfect because like a 2-piece feed was $9.95. I was fucking shattered when I had to go up to a 3-piece feed and it's like $10.95. It threw me out, but the 2-piece feed was no longer satisfying. But I would travel miles. I would fucking walk miles just to get like a $5 steak or a fucking $8 pad thai or some cheap fucking Indian. But now I realize it fucking doesn't matter. Once the money's spent, it's spent. You don't regret spending it, even if it was on something shit. Like if I end up destitute and homeless, which is always a possibility, I'm not going to be sitting in my tent going, fuck, if I didn't buy that kettle, everything would have been different. And if you are going to buy a kettle, just buy a good kettle. I bought a cheap kettle here and it broke down in a week. It cost like $4. That's the cheapest kettle. And the most expensive kettle was like $15. A deluxe fucking touch screen kettle. It would boil it to the exact temperature I need it. But to save $9, I bought a $4 kettle. And then I had to buy another $4 kettle. And very soon I'll have to buy another $4 kettle. Until I've spent like $80 on kettles and they're all in the fucking ocean. What I'm trying to say is don't be a tight ass. Just if you want something, just fucking spend that little bit of extra cash and get the best shit you can buy. Anyway, I hope this audio turns out good so I don't have to buy a fucking mic and I can just ride this baby out for another 2 years. Fingers crossed. That'll do tonight and I'll see ya the fuck later.